what time it is. It's Merry Monday. Meow. My son is sleeping in the room, so I'm trying to be quiet. Today's topic is how to say yes to the right things and how to say ugh and no to the wrong things. I feel like this rabbit has really big eyes. Nose movements is the only sound a rabbit makes. I'm doing this topic because sometimes people think it's smart to say no without remembering like when to say yes. These are ridiculously googly. I think the normal convention tells us to not exceed our limits, to know our boundaries, to know when to say no, so that you don't burn yourself out, right, in a one-sided relationship. Those are actually all perfect. This is definitely exceeding the legal limits of googly. So there are times you should say yes, however, and those are oftentimes that push you outside your comfort zone. You should say yes to things that you know are going to teach you a new skill or a new way. So I am not talking about something that's against your morals, ethics, better judgment. Definitely not. But what I am talking about is maybe this is a new approach to doing something that you've been doing the same old way for years or months. Hey, maybe this is going to push you outside of your comfort zone, but it's going to be a trial. Secondly, you should say yes to things that perhaps someone is trying to give you feedback on to change because it's either harmful to yourself or harmful to the people around you. It makes you feel sad or upset. This is so important. It's also a part of maturity to take feedback well. So some of that constructive feedback is going to be about stopping you from maybe some bad habits. It's either going to lead to maybe an addiction or an unhealthy dependency on someone or something. And sometimes the constructive feedback is just to try to help you improve. The key is that you filter that, okay? Filtering requires a lot of self-knowledge or introspection so that when someone says something, you can sort of figure out what resonates with you and what may be just, toxic criticism, right? A lot of times when the people that we love are telling us something, though, it's not just to criticize us, okay? Say yes to things that are exciting, but also say yes to things that might be boring, that are going to be quite healthy for you and quite grounding and centering for you. So sometimes those things are not as, spicy and sexy and just jump out. So my friend, Shazia Imam, at The Life Engineer, who's a life coach, got me to watch this video by Maria Forleo that said to say yes to things that are expansive and say no to things that are constricting. And I think there needs to be just a slight more nuance. So the extra little layer that I want to add to that is that my son is running out of the room. Is that sometimes we conflate what is constricting with what is actually going to be centering. A great example of this is that some people think being alone is this really scary thing, and they build it up to be like, I can't live alone, I can't be alone, I can't eat alone, when in fact that actually might be really centering for you, and instead it makes you feel anxious. Another example of this is that some people think that doing adulting responsible activities committing to someone or taking care of a sick parent or taking care of a friend that really needs it, they see that as anxiety inducing and constricting. My friend Muhammad just commented a wonderful comment. He said, what about everyday mundane life? Some people feel constricted and are running away from their spouse because it's not exciting all the time. It's that's not fair to search for that high. Exactly. I agree, Zane. Yes. Finally, I want you to say yes to things that make you think in different ways, speak different languages, for example. Say yes to things that you've been wanting to do for a long time but have been afraid to do it. Okay? Break through your fear, people. So sometimes the things that we fear most are actually going to give us the greatest expansions. And it's things that we've really put off because we were trying to put every rational reason not to do something, but it kind of it's an itch that we can't quite reach. It's something that's bothering us. And exactly. This can be so many things. It can make you want to cry. These are things that sometimes negative things that we don't want to do, but we know we need to do. And it makes us feel like that. But at the end, I promise, you'll be like, wow, I'm actually proud of myself for showing that courage. Maybe I needed to cut that toxic person out of my life. Maybe I needed to finally tell this person how I actually felt about them. Maybe this is when I'm going to change my dynamic with my parents.